And there they go.
Fast forward, we're going to look ahead to Saturday now. We've got the Fountain of Youth Stakes at Gulfstream Park, the Mountain 16th race that drew a dozen 3-year-old Colton Geldings, plus an also eligible poor Galt. He finished fourth last time out in a stakes race, and your reward is you're on the outside looking in, quite literally. So in this field, we've got a mix of grade 1 winners. We've got horses that are taking stakes experience for the first time. That includes Emmanuel, who I was surprised was the 9-2 third choice. Is he going to be your top pick this early out?
Well, I will tell you, I will not be playing the favorite. I cannot believe Mo Donegal is your chalk on the 12 post. And I went back. Mo Donegal's gotten a lot of love since that race. So I went back and I watched that race. Simplification had a worse trip than Mo Donegal. Simplification beat Mo Donegal. Like a significantly worse trip, and was doing something for the first time after missing that break. I'm not sure how people are like, oh, well, definitely love Mo Donegal, not going to play Simplification. I'm between Simplification and Emmanuel right now, based on the quick look at it. Now, I thought I was going to try and play against Newgrange, which I guess I wish I should have, although I, again, never would have gotten Unoho at this time last week. But right now, I mean, to me, it's Simplification and it's Emmanuel that I'm interested in going into it.
I'm very curious to see how the betting goes with this one, because Emmanuel at 9-2 is not even the second choice, is the third choice. Simplification makes sense to me at 7-2. And now he's getting Jose Ortiz aboard, which is an interesting new wrinkle, because Javier Castellano, I don't know if you can blame him for the break that the poor break, and he kept the horse engaged, and he almost, he put in that really strong effort last out. So the move to Jose Ortiz and drawing inside on the 2, it makes him very intriguing. What do you read into that jockey change, though?
I was kind of surprised, to be honest with you. Like, I agree with you. I don't think Castellano did anything wrong. The horse just didn't break very well. So, and it's not like Jose Ortiz and Castellano, one's a great breaking jockey and the other one's not. I mean, it's kind of a lateral move in my mind. I know a lot of people that don't love Castellano, but like with this type of horse, I don't think, as long as you don't screw it up, it's not that tough of a ride to have. I think the 2 post is great for Simplification. Galt staying out of the race actually helps Simplification quite a bit, because it's more likely he's going to be able to get an easy lead. That 2 post is 100% send post. I think he'll go right to the front. I think it kind of is all systems go. The jockey change to me is surprising, but not a negative or a positive.
A couple of other horses that are interesting. Dale Romans has 2 in here, Howling Time and Giant Game. Howling Time is a horse that is probably going to show a lot of speed early as well, so adding more into that pace factor. Giant Game is a horse that kind of spit the bit in the turn, and they said afterwards in his last race that, he had a displaced palate. He needs throat tieback surgery. If that happened, he came back awfully quick, and his workout reports have been a little iffy, to say the best there. So either of the Dale Romans horses, any interest there?
No. Not even a little.
One that is interesting to me, and we were talking about this right before we came on, and you know where I'm going with this. Rattle and Roll, the 6 horse. We have a grade 1 dirt route winning horse who we haven't seen since then, but has reportedly been working very well, and he's 12-1 in this field. To me, it's almost like you have to play him because of that price. It just doesn't add up why he's 12-1 here.
Yes, he's a grade 1 winner. That was off a maiden special weight where he didn't beat anything before that. He beat Double Thunder and Classic Causeway in that race. Now, obviously, Classic Causeway has improved quite a bit since then. Double Thunder wasn't very good at that time. I mean, we talked about Double Thunder quite a bit last year. I think we covered 3 of the races he was in. I'm not sure I'm going to give him all this kind of love. And again, 12-1 is the price you want on Kenny McPeak horses, right? In these type of spots. This is a tough field. There's quite a bit in here that he is coming back against. You have a second off the layoff Pletcher horse, who I think is very good. You have Simplification, who just showed how good he was last race. And you're going to take Rattle and Roll off the layoff. It just, to me, 12-1 is probably half what I'd need to start talking about this horse. I would want something between 20 and 25-1 to put Rattle and Roll on tickets.
4 horses in due time, owned by Edge Racing, which is a branch of the My Racehorse Group. And last time out in an allowance race over this course, defeated 2 Todd Pletcher horses that were very highly regarded. However, neither of them were named Emmanuel or Mo Donegal, and these seem like different monsters here. Could you see in due time pulling another upset over a couple of Pletchers, or are you still leaning towards the Pletcher here?
I do. I do think in due time could win. And when we talked about this I talked about this earlier when I talked about the Derby of all these speed horses who can sit right off the pace. In due time proved he can stalk off the pace and pounce on a field. I think he's going to get that exact same trip. Not This Time's Desire, one of them that I love. I think the stretch out is going to be good for In Due Time. And the horse loves the racetrack. And we don't know how good. I think it's American Works or Ironworks and American something.
American Icon.
American Icon, who are the two Pletchers that he beat that day. We don't know how good they are. I kind of wish one or both had come back by now, because it would give us more idea of what to expect from In Due Time. But the fact that this is the race we're pointing to, knowing that it was going to come back strong, I do think this is a pretty strong race here. You're going to have probably 4 Derby horses in this field. Shows a lot of confidence in Due Time. And, I think In Due Time is going to float up a little bit here, because I do expect Modonegal to take quite a bit of money. I do expect Simplification to take quite a bit of money. I do expect Emmanuel to take quite a bit of money. In Due Time is the one that's going to kind of get pushed back a little bit.
So, Mike, it's Monday, February 28th. We're 5 days out from the race. Right now, if I told you, who are you picking on top in the Fasig-Tipton Fountain of Youth Stakes at Gulfstream Park, who are you going with?
Emmanuel.
It's hard to go against. He's just looked so good. Todd Pletcher has used Tampa Bay Downs allowance races as nice little springboards. He's won this race more times than I can count or remember at this point, but several times just even in the last 10 years. So it's going to be very tough to beat. If you're looking to play the entire card at Gulfstream Park on Saturday, head over to racingnews.com. The inside track to the Fountain of Youth Stakes wagering guide is available for pre-sale. You can go check that out. If you're a subscriber to any of our monthly products, including the Somobombs put together by this guy right here, you get this included for free. We're going to have these guides coming out almost every single week leading up to the Kentucky Derby and then the Preakness Stakes. So make sure you get those monthly subscriptions. These are all included for free. It's the best value we got at racingnews.com.
This has been a presentation of racingdudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels. Never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes. First,